Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and I'm so excited for today's video because I am doing an 11-way, including myself, collaboration. So I decided that I wanted to do some kind of collaboration where I took a group of people and we each chose a shade, not necessarily a shade that's specifically in the rainbow, but like together we make up a rainbow. So for instance, I'm going to be doing teal, which isn't in Roy G. Biv, but there are more of us than there are colors in the technical, like official rainbow. So we were allowed to go outside the box. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing this collaboration with 10 other people. So the people in my collaboration are Allyson Krauss, my bestie here on YouTube, Aynne Morison, Malin Modin, Starshollywood Jessica, Kittie Jay Havok, Sandra from My Real California Life, Betty Jean from the channel Beautbean, Valarie from Gimme Lip and More, Theresa from Theresa is Dead, and Paulina from Paulina Beauty. So everyone's channels will be linked down in the description box below. There aren't enough cards. YouTube only lets you put, I believe, 5 cards in. So, but everyone's channel and or video will be linked down in the description box below. So you guys can please go check them out if you're not already subscribed to them. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I can't wait to see everyone's looks, and while you guys are watching this and hopefully everyone else's, I will be watching everyone else's as well. So if you are from anyone else's channel, welcome. My name is Anya. I do bold makeup looks, and I don't like to blend a whole lot. I like more editorial looks, so that is probably what we're going to do today. So like I said, I chose the shade Teal. So I grabbed some of my palettes that have my favorite teals in them. So I grabbed the Saharan 2 from Juvia's Place, which looks like this, and it has 2 shades that I can use. It has this one, and then this one is a beautiful duochrome that I'm probably going to use in the inner corner, maybe on the brow bone. And then I have the Hasina 2, which I love this shade right here, Re. And then I have the Ace Beauté Slice of Paradise palette, which has kind of like a sky bluey teal in it that I can use if I want. And then I have the Minaza palette from Blush Tribe, which I keep in the sleeve. And this one has a whole section of teals over here. I know it's hard to see with that reflective packaging. And then I also grabbed the single eyeshadow Kimchi from Sugar Pill. I might use that, so who knows, but let's get into it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is prime my eyelids with my MAC paint stick in the shade Pure White. This is my favorite eyeshadow base, as you guys know if you have been a part of my channel. This is pretty much all I use. It's a very emollient base, and I just feel like it really, I don't know, I feel like it's like unlike any other white eyeshadow primer I've ever tried, and I've tried pretty much every single one of them. So, and then we're gonna blend it out with my Rainbow Beauty sponge. So I literally am so excited to be doing this collaboration because it's with some of my favorite people here on YouTube, and I'm so excited to see everyone's looks. I know what colors each person chose for the most part, so if you want to also know, oh, and I'm gonna look crazy as always until things get put together, but if you want to know what shades everyone chose, then you will have to go check out their channels. So I think I'm gonna go into the Hasina 2 first, and I'm going to take that shade Re, this one right here. We're going to start with that one. And then I'm going to put that into my crease. Sometimes I think I take too much eyeshadow base. Like maybe I could calm it down a bit with the eyeshadow base, but I don't know. I don't ever have an issue with creasing, so I feel like why mess with a good thing. Oh my gosh, if you guys, I don't know if you can tell that this side of my face is more red than this side. I filmed an editorial look yesterday, and it involves my face, and as we know, I always have that reaction to to like pink and red eyeshadows. So this time, instead of my eyelids being stained, it's my face. Yay. But yeah. Oh, and packing has been crazy. I don't like moving, you guys. I've come to that conclusion. I mean, I know that I'll be so happy once I am moved. Theresa recently moved, so she knows what I'm talking about. Man, moving is such a pain in the butt. I'm telling you. It's like, actually, it's not so much the moving, because we haven't even gotten to that part. We have a ways to go before we even get to that part, but it's the packing for the move. I'm just trying to see how much lighter. Not much lighter, but I think I'm just going to use a little bit of this. I also like to go pretty high up to my brow bone. If you haven't seen one of my looks before, I take it up pretty high. If you want to do it not quite as bold and Mimi-esque, then take it down further. I know that didn't make that much of a difference, but it kind of blended out the edge a little bit. Just a little bit. So yeah, I know that I'll be happy once we're moved into our new place, but until then, miserable. And you don't realize how much stuff you've accumulated until you're moving. It's insane. So now I'm going to go into the Sahara 2. Actually, no, I'm going to do my brow bone once I do my actual brows. So, I think I'm going to just take the Juvia's Place palette and the Minaza palette. I want to take Kimberly or Atab, one of these two. And then I want to take the shade in the Sahara 2 palette, which is called, I always forget, Berber. This shade right here, and I want to put those on the lid. And then I'll wipe out the fallout, which if you're new here, I create fallout. It's just something I always have done. But yeah, so I will wipe away the fallout, and then we will do my face. I need my glitter glue. Of course I didn't grab it. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, I got it. It was actually right in front of me. I tend to do that. So I'm just gonna grab some of the NYX glitter glue, and I'm just gonna put it on my lids so that that area will be nice and shimmery. I do this with all shimmer eyeshadows. I just think it's more impactful than spraying your brush for me personally. If spraying your brush works better, then of course you can do that. I don't think Juvia's Place eyeshadows necessarily need your brush sprayed, but so I'm just gonna do a little bit of the shade from Aftab from the Minaza palette from Blush Tribe. We're kind of creating a faux cut crease almost, sort of. And then I will go in with that Chef Shawan shade in the inner corner once I've done my face. And then I'm going into the shade Berber from the Juvia's Place palette. And I'm going to put that across the rest of the lid, kind of blending it into Aftab. So comment down below and let me know what shade you would have chosen if you were in this collaboration. Also, I have a giveaway going on currently for the Morphe Pride palette. It's actually like a two-parter, so 2 people will win. One person will get the palette and one person will get the brush set. So definitely make sure you enter that. I will link it up here, the video with the rules and everything like that. So there we go. I know it all kind of jumbles together, but that's what a monochromatic look does. But we are gonna, like I said, add some duochrome once I do my face. So let me do my face off camera, and then we'll be right back to do the rest of the eyes. Okay, so we're back. So I did deepen up the outer corner a little bit with Forest Pine from the Ace Beauté Flare palette, just to give it a little bit of dimension. It's like a dark, dark, dark teal shade. And now we're going to do the lower lash line. So I just took some black liner. I always try to look in the mirror when it's facing the wrong way. Good job, Anya. So I took the black liner Black Bean from NYX, NYX, and I am smudging it out. And then I'm going to take the Berber shade and do the lower lash line, which I know I'm putting a shimmer on the lower lash line, but I think it'll look really cool. It's really pretty. I love this shade so much. Do any of you guys, let me know if any of you guys own the Saharan 2 palette. It's actually one of my favorite Juvia's Place palettes. I know that seems weird because it seems kind of neutral, but one of my favorite go-to eye looks is from this palette, and I'm actually gonna do that look fairly soon. Okay, so I'm just gonna sweep away, hopefully, any fallout. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that Chef Shawan, either bristles or dog hair on my face. I'm gonna take that Chef Shawan shade, which is the teal reflect like duochrome shade, and I'm gonna put that on the brow bone and the inner corner. Oh, I held the mirror correctly this time. So I'm just gonna kind of put that right along the brow bone. I love this shade so much. Originally I had this palette and I dropped it and it broke, because if you're new here, I drop things all the time in my videos, and it broke. I was able to put it back together, but I still bought a new one when they had it on sale, and gave the other one to a friend of mine. And let me tell you, the one shade that broke in the palette was this shade. And I was so sad because I was like, no, it's such a beautiful shade. I love what that does to the inner corner. And it has like a green and teal like reflect. So pretty. Yeah, and I'm glad that I did the darker shade on the outer corner, because I think it gave it a lot of dimension. Let me just tell you, I did not get rid of all of the fallout. I think it's because I had just sprayed my face with setting spray. So my face was a little bit wet, and then I just smeared that eyeshadow right in. So I'm just doing a little bit more blush, kind of cover that up. Actually, I'm going to take a little bit of this peachy eyeshadow from the Saharan 2 palette. It's called, these shades are hard to read, Marrakesh. And it's this one right here. They're hard to read because it's like in white writing on a yellow background, and it's a messy palette because I use it a lot. Ooh, that's really pretty. I like a lot of blush. All right, and then I put on the highlighter Snow Angels from Gimme Glow. I already put that on just a little bit. And all my products I use in this video will be linked in the description box down below as well. So now I'm going to put on a little bit of my Revlon Volumizing Mascara. Ooh, I always blink at the wrong time. Does anyone else do that? I always blink when I'm not supposed to and get mascara under my eyes. I will also be posting photos on Instagram, like a close-up, if anyone is interested. I always do that. And my Instagram will be linked down below as well. Okay. Now for the lip color, I decided to go with Cold Shoulder from Makeup Monsters. It's like a very muted teal, like a deep teal. See, I always try to hold the mirror the wrong way. And then I show all the makeup on my vanity. This is kind of the shade, like what I deepened my outer corner up with. Makeup Monsters doesn't exist anymore. Unfortunately, they are now, I mean, not unfortunately they are now, but unfortunately they don't exist anymore because I really love their aesthetic, but they are now Menagerie Cosmetics. And I do love Menagerie. I haven't gotten any of their liquid lipsticks yet, but I'm wondering if they have the same applicator, because this applicator, in the way that it's bent, makes it so easy to apply liquid lipstick. Normally I'm terrible with darker shades. Okay. So, let me spray my face a little bit. I'm almost out of this one already. Alright, so this is my monochromatic teal eyeshadow look for the rainbow. The idea behind this collaboration was that I wanted us to show that we are all different and unique in our own way, but we are all together and united as one. So I think that's a really good message, and especially, you know, year round, but especially for Pride Month. And I'm so happy that everyone decided to join this collaboration that I asked. They all said yes, and I'm just so thankful to have every single one of them as my friend. And if you're new here, I hope that you will consider subscribing and sticking around and becoming a part of my YouTube family. And let me know down below what you think of this look, and I cannot wait to see everyone else's looks. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.